Have you ever found yourself going through the motions of your relationship with God, but deep down you feel disconnected from God or from Jesus? Like your heart is heavy and you're not sure where God is and where you are? Well, we want you to know that God is with you right now in your journey. And joining me now to talk more about this is John Eldredge, the best-selling author of Experience Jesus Really. Welcome back to 100 Huntley Street, John.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be back.
John, you are a spiritual father to so many of our team members here and so many of our viewers across Canada. And we can't thank you enough for the way you sow into our lives and offer what God has gifted you with, what God has shown you to each one of us in books like Experience Jesus Really and the speaking you do. One of the themes that comes up a lot in Experience Jesus Really is this idea of daily moment by moment turning our hearts toward Jesus or even away from him. And for me, it's emotional because that's so convicting. Can you talk to us a bit about what you're saying here and why it's so important we grasp this truth?
Yes, I'd love to because we're in an hour right now where deep, rich communion with God is pretty hard to come by. The pace of life, the amount of media, the distractions Christ sees, like, I get it, me too. But the soul is healed through the presence of God, and it's healed through union with Christ. So, how do we get there? How do we learn to do that? There's a story on Easter morning that just wrecks me every time I read it. It's the story of Mary Magdalene, who has come to the tomb and she's so overcome with grief. Her eyes are just swollen with tears. She doesn't even recognize Jesus for a moment when he's standing there. She thinks he's the gardener. And she turns to him and says, "Please, if you've hidden his body, let me know. I'll take care of him." And all he says is this. He says, "Mary." And the scripture says she turned. You see, it's the turning of the heart that brings us back to the experience of Jesus. It is pulling our hearts out of all the things that have us: fears, worries, yep, preoccupations, distractions, yep, stuff we want to buy and stuff we want to watch, all that. We learn the simple practice of turning our hearts in love very, very gently back to the presence of Jesus, who is always with us and also within us. And I like to use the expression, I love you. I love you, Lord. I love you, Jesus. I love you. Help my heart turn back to him right here with me and out of the chaos and out of the madness. It's just the turning of the heart. And you see it throughout the scriptures where it says, if only these people would turn to me with their hearts, I would heal them. And so I think it begins here with the simple turn and the simple affection to say, I love you. I love you, Lord. I need your presence today. Come and be with me. I want to be with you.
And John, that's something we can so simply do. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. Thank you so much, John, for this encouragement and this deep insight into how we can move forward with Jesus.
Give it a try, everybody. Give it a simple, simple try. You'll be surprised how effective it is.
Please do give it a try, saying, I love you, Jesus, and knowing that as you say that, as you turn to Jesus, he always turns to you. He is always wanting to be close to you and walk with you and be present with you in your day-to-day. You know, maybe you're feeling distant from God. Maybe you don't know how to turn to Jesus anymore. Maybe you've turned away, but God is calling you back in this very moment. And if you want to see a model of how to do that, you just heard it from John, but also his book, Experience Jesus Really. There's so many examples here of how we can turn our hearts to Jesus, how we can say to Jesus, I love you. To get your copy of this book, call 1-800-265 or go to crossroads.ca/Jesus.